Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. If you've already subscribed, thank you very much. If you're new, welcome. And today we're going to be talking about P&S carpet cleaning stuff. So first up we have P&S Carpet Bomber, and next we have Terminator. Carpet Bomber can be diluted in many different ratios, and the Terminator comes pre-diluted, so you don't add any water to that. So I have them in these individual bottles, and what we're going to focus on is the carpets. So first thing we're going to do is vacuum them up because, well, they're really bad. Then we're going to follow that up and we're going to test out these products. We're going to use a drill brush. We're going to go over kind of everything, and as you can see, you know, it's quite a mess. I do want to say this is a 2004 Runner. This is a one-owner 4Runner. It has 300,000 miles. It's been a great vehicle. It's going up for sale, so you know we're preparing it for sale. Okay, so first things first. Here's the tools that we're going to be using for the drill brushes. I have an extra battery that's charged. These are the drill brushes that we're going to be using, and I've never tried them before, so this will be a first for me as well. Same with the carpet. I've never used P&S for cleaning carpets, so it'll be interesting to see how this goes. Maybe we'll start with the big one first, and then we'll go down to these other sizes if we need to. So I'm just gonna set this to the side. I'm gonna go ahead and vacuum. So right now I'm using the vacuum that's attached to my trailer. I have it on a remote, so I can switch it on and off easily. Has a nice long hose. So. Okay, so now we're ready. So according to the instructions, the first thing you want to do is put on the P&S Terminator. That would be for stains and whatnot. I'm going to go ahead and mist it kind of all over the carpets on all of them, just because, I mean, I don't think these things have ever been washed before. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then I'll follow up with the Carpet Bomber and let that sit, and I'll also agitate it and then wipe it up with a rag. So here we go. Also, in case you're wondering, I'm using the Carp Pro Dilute bottles. These things are amazing. You have your dilution ratios here. These things are just absolutely fantastic. The nozzles are great. So I'll just give it a light dusting here. So we're going to focus on just this part. Then we're going to follow up with, if I can get the spray pattern right. Maybe. Okay, there we go. So I'm just going to dust. I say dust. I'll lightly hit that fabric. These bottles are from Obsessed Garage. They're the Presols, and I've been using them for a while. They work great. Haven't had any issues with any chemicals yet. So, in case you're wondering. Okay, so now we agitate. So I currently have the drill on low speed. Don't know if it should be on a high or low, but we're gonna start with low. Let's see what happens. You can always adjust. I tend to be a little conservative. I try not to be too aggressive on anything at first. All right, so we'll make 2 passes. One up and down, then one back and forth, and we'll take a look. Or actually, we're gonna let it sit for a couple minutes, then we'll wipe it down and all right. So while we're letting it sit for a minute, we'll just wipe up the side of the seat here. Don't need it over there. It smells pretty good. Has a little bit of a citrus smell to it. Not that I'm concerned about the smell, but it smells always good. It's always good to have good smelling stuff. Yeah, so I didn't get it super damp, but there was enough to create some suds. I'm gonna go ahead and try to wipe it. Okay, doesn't look like there's anything there. I think that's just thin carpet. Let's see how our rag looks. Yeah, it just has a bunch of stuff in it. It's hard to tell because it's blue. That's okay. All right, let's move on to the other side. It's very, very light. Follow the purple one. Oh, wait, the on the side one. This is a little thicker. Okay, we'll do the same thing. Not too much. There's right there. Okay, let's get into the thing here. And we'll wipe it up. It's amazing how much they're just these vehicles over time. So this was a brand new 99 model, and it's just control free, just an absolutely amazing vehicle. Right now we have 2 vehicles. This one, it's not very good. Doesn't have the power to pull the chair like we want to, so end up to end up truck. Alright, let's wipe it down. It's dirt and it's just going through, yeah. Of course it's ready, but this is all. We'll follow up with the carpet bomber. And we're going to go into the other side, so we'll try to resaturate it. Okay, we'll do something here. Oh, I'm going to brush down there, so I'll get that later. Yeah, I'll that. Cross right there. So the same process. I mean, so far so good. I mean, I don't know anything super bad. Here we go. I just want to put that again. Is there here where green was? Go ahead and start that for a second. Maybe. Oh, looks like I got it. That's not very interesting. We'll let it sit for a couple minutes. So far so good. For the next part of this video, we're going to focus on underneath the seats. So in this area here, and as you can see, there's stains and all kinds of stuff over here, here. So we're going to focus on this. We're going to be using the same P&S products. We're going to use Terminator and we're going to use Carpet Bomber. So we're going to start out with Terminator, and I'm going to go ahead and kind of pre-treat the kind of heavy stained areas. And it may be a little bit difficult to see, but it's really pretty dirty down in this area here. So I'll just put a little bit on the rest. Follow it up with Carpet Bomber. We're going to start with the larger of the brushes. So in this area, I'm going to be using the cone shape, so I'm not going to focus too much here. It's going to be more over here, but I'm also going to use the cone shape in here. We switch batteries. About our brushes. And we're going to do a quick wipe. All I'm trying to do here is kind of mop up what's been cleaned so far. Not bad, first pass. I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna hit it one more time, focusing on the trouble areas there. So a little more Terminator, a little bit more Carpet Bomber. We'll grab a brush and kind of agitate it just a little bit. Get in there a little better. I'm not quite sure what these stains are. They could be anything. I mean, I doubt this has ever been cleaned in the 24 years or 23 years, I guess, that this thing's been around. Alright, in general I'd say it did pretty good. There's still a little bit of stuff in here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come back to this a little bit later. I'll let it dry out a little bit more. Maybe I'll put a little more Terminator on here and just let it sit. Terminator and Carpet Bomber. Then come back and give it one last final touch. In the meantime, I'm going to move on to the rest of the carpets. Looking at this other side, I thought it might be a good idea to go ahead and get this as well. You can see some heavy staining over here. We still have to get in this section here, but I'm going to go ahead and use the same process. I'm going to use the Terminator, then I'm going to use the Carpet Bomber, and we're going to scrub it and wipe it down and see how it goes. I'm going to do like the directions say, just a light dusting, or light. Just a light amount. My concern is that this looks like it's been here for a very, very long time. How long, I don't know. In the Texas heat, you know, you have all the heat. I don't know how embedded or how well it's going to come out, but I think we're about to find out. Okay, let's go ahead and scrub this thing. Follow it up with the larger brush. And we're going to switch to the smaller brush, or the smallest, I should, just get some of these areas down here. Okay, now we'll wipe it up and let's see what we got here. Now, of course, I'm going to be following this up with vacuuming it, so just so you're aware. The main goal right now is getting the stains out, getting the carpet consistent. Yep, looking a little better. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit these couple spots again. Let's get out as much as we can here. Well, that's the point anyways, I suppose. Go ahead and scrub this in a little bit. So as dirty as these carpets are, I'm actually pretty happy with the way they've held up. Probably helps a lot that this thing's never been off-roaded. So four-wheel drive's been engaged just to keep it, keep the fluids moving and whatnot. But this thing really hasn't seen any abuse, mostly highway miles. But yeah, 300,000, still going strong. So the brush really tries to grab this. I'm trying not to put too much pressure on it because I don't want to tear up the carpet. So one thing to keep in mind is that these areas aren't going to be seen unless somebody pulls the seats forward, kind of like they are right now. So this is underneath the back seats, but to be thorough, I think it's the right thing to do to go ahead, get it cleaned up for the next owner. And by the way, if you're interested in this, please feel free to send me a message and we can discuss the vehicle in depth, give you the full rundown. Okay, so the only thing left now, as you can see, there's still some more, little bit of spotting left. The next thing to do now would be either go over it again, or I can maybe make a heavier concentration of the Carpet Bomber itself because it is diluted. I can try that, and then after that I'm going to go ahead and vacuum. Then I'll finish out the rest of this carpeted interior. So I decided to go ahead and hit this again. I already sprayed down the Terminator and the Carpet Bomber, and it's been sitting for a few minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and scrub it. And the reason you're seeing all the bubbles is because I washed off the brush, so there's a little bit of extra water on there. Bubbles, I mean foam. Now I'll wipe it up. Kind of a foam mess everywhere, but I'm gonna vacuum here in just a minute. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Let's go ahead and vacuum this. In closing, I must say that I'm quite impressed with the P&S Carpet Bomber and Terminator. This will definitely be taking place of what I've been currently using in my detailing arsenal. So hopefully you liked the video. If you did, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and we will see you on the next one. Have a great day or great night, and take care.